When you're starting an online business as a beginner, it can feel overwhelming. There are so many business models to choose from for your first online business, and even with each business model, there are a million decisions to make. I've been running drop servicing businesses for 5 years now, and I've made every mistake in the book, but I've also figured out every possible challenge along the way. So in this video, we're going to break down what I would do step by step if starting a new online business from scratch as a drop servicer. So you can take my step-by-step strategy and implement it for yourself as a beginner. We're going to show you everything that you need to know step by step. We're going to go through what service niche I would choose if I was starting out again, what I would do to get my first sale for free, and how I would go from that first sale to $10,000 per month in the fastest and easiest way possible. Then how I would scale that $10,000 per month to $1 million per year once we get to that point. So the step-by-step strategy I'm teaching you in this video will take you from an online business beginner to an expert who knows exactly what to do to get success with drop servicing. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly step by step what to do to go from beginner to advanced in drop servicing using a strategy that came from my experience. So tap the like button if you like experience. I hear it may bring good experiences in the future. And we've got a lot to cover in this video because I'm going to get into a lot of detail for you guys. Like with anything, we need to start at the beginning because how you're starting out, what mindset you have will truly influence the success in anything. I mean, it all starts out with the beliefs, which influence actions, which lead to real world outcomes. So for example, when I first started out, I was in $60,000 of debt from graduating university, and I was applying for jobs and really dreaded the idea of working a 9-to-5 in some corporate job and really didn't want to do that. So I wanted the freedom to do what I wanted with my time, even if that meant working on something of my own. I mean, which is why discovering online business got me really excited, because I knew if I committed to the process of building an online business, I could achieve freedom and that goal of freedom I was after. I didn't care about being rich or whatever. I just wanted to make enough to be free in terms of time and location and work. I just wanted to make a few $1,000s per month from the internet, and I was 100% committed to making it happen no matter what. So I didn't care what challenges came up. I didn't care what failures I ran into. No matter what rejections might happen, I would find a way to be successful because I knew why I was doing it. I had a dream that I wanted so badly. I was willing to go through the process and put in the work and actually take action to get it. Now, this is really crucial as a first step for you because you need to figure out what your why is. Why do you want to be successful? Why do you want to successfully build an online business? What specifically is your first goal? What will it feel like to achieve that first goal? And after you hit that first goal, and also hit the like button if you have your why, and comment below what it is. I love hearing you guys' stories. Now, once you have your why, you have the energy and action to actually implement it and the direction to take action. You need something to take action on, right? You need a strategy, because if you have all of this motivation, passion, and energy, but nothing to focus on taking action with, it's going to be wasted. So let's break down how once you've got that motivation, that why, how you can point that in the right direction with your first drop servicing business. So what service niche I would choose as a beginner and why? First of all, you want a service that's recurring, meaning your clients will pay you monthly to deliver the services on an ongoing monthly basis. This is important because if you do a good job, you'll have clients staying with you over the long term, which means you can scale your business up much faster to the point where you're able to achieve your why, right? Your target income. For example, if you choose a one-off project service such as brochure design, then you will need to sell a few customers again and again and again. Now, while you'll still have repeat buyers and it can be easier to sell those one-off services, I have businesses that do both, but it's much better to build long-term relationships with clients that pay you on an ongoing basis because it means you have a lot more security in revenue coming in. So if you have 4 clients paying you $2,500 month after month, then you don't need to worry so much about bringing on new clients all the time. Once you find those 4 clients, they'll stay with you over the long term, and that will mean that you can hit your target income a lot faster. In this case, it could be $10,000 per month, let's say. So when it comes to the niche, you want to choose something that matches up with the the services in terms of logically being a need and demand for it. So for the most part, you can sell digital services to most companies, and I've sold animated videos from everything to local hair salons to Fortune 500 companies. But if you target your service at a specific niche, you can be much more focused in your messaging, offer and copy, which will lead to a higher overall conversion rate and lower cost per sale. Put more simply, you'll get much better results. And we want our chosen niche to have demand for the service, which we can determine by looking at competitors' past clients and their testimonials and examples of the type of companies posting for services on freelancer websites like Upwork, so that we don't have to convince them that they need to buy. They should already know they need it. So a good service niche combination would be, for example, reputation management for restaurants and cafes, because it's a recurring service, there's a lot of demand for it, and the pitch is pretty simple these days. Especially young people, check the reviews before going to restaurants and cafes, especially when traveling and travelers in general. You check out which is the best reviews in the area. If it has less than 4 stars, then it's probably no good. So that's the problem. Then the solution is reputation management, which you can actually do using software like reviewpro.com. So you simply take into account the cost of the software, and then you deliver the service yourself for the restaurants in the beginning, before training a virtual assistant for you. So now you have the service and niche I'd use when starting a new drop servicing business as a beginner. We next need to talk about a step-by-step strategy to get your first sale. So whenever we plan a strategy though, we need to take into account everything in our lives, right? Time, money, and energy. These are the resources that we can deploy in building our drop servicing business. So we need to make sure we plan in accordance with how much we have. In this example, let's say we have 2 hours a day to work on our business and we have $0, so no money at all, okay, to get started. So we can't spend any money on a website, logos, emails, software, no advertising. This is something we teach in the drop servicing blueprint course, by the way. You can start your business for free with the free methods. Then once you get your first sales, you can reinvest that money back into your business and scale again and again until you reach your target income. So the secret is, with drop servicing, you don't need all that much to get your first sales. You can get your first sales with nothing, in fact. So here's what I do to get my first sales for free with the reputation management niche for restaurants. So I'd go onto Facebook, and my personal Facebook, and I would clean it up. No drunk photos or silly posts, get it looking professional. Next, I would go search for local cafes and restaurants in my area using Facebook that don't have very good reviews on Google or have no reviews, and then I would look at the Facebook pages of these messages, send a message to these restaurants and cafes saying something along the lines of, hey, I'm Dylan, does restaurant put any focus on its reputation management / reviews? As you probably know, 92% of consumers read restaurant reviews, 77% prefer peer reviews versus critic reviews, 33% would never eat at a restaurant with less than 4 stars. The reason I mentioned that is while your competitors such as Competitor Restaurant Cafe have over 4 stars on Google, you're not focusing on it much yet, but I can do it for you at a 50% discount in exchange for a testimonial. I'm a reputation management expert in location, and I help restaurants and cafes like yours improve their online ratings through a range of strategies. If this sounds like it would be a good time to get this going and impact the bottom line, I'd love to discuss it with you. Reply to this message and we can discuss further. Talk soon. So that's how I would get my first sale. Put together a simple offer and put that offer in front of decision makers using something like a free method like the Facebook page outreach. So also check out all of the other videos on this channel. I discuss a lot of methods, but after you reach that goal, you're inevitably going to be dreaming about that next step, which is that first $10,000 per month mark for most people. In order to get there, you need to follow the next 3 steps that I'm going to share with you. So how I would go from that first sale to $10,000 per month. Now, here's the really crucial part, guys. Determining your success or failure in business in general. There are a few parts to this. First of all, you must be consistent. It might seem obvious, but so many miss this. You need to consistently send offers every day. If you aren't making offers, it's scientifically impossible to get sales, okay? Listen to me, because I'm a registered scientist. Keep track of your progress. Create a Google sheet or get a whiteboard and put down every day how many offers you've made for that day. Then make sure you don't break the pattern. Make sure every day you make some offers. Now, next, once you've gained a bit of consistency in your ability to make offers every day, you should start testing your offers. You can't just blindly blast out the same offer over and over again to everyone. First of all, that's super spammy. And secondly, only by testing different offers can you determine which the best conversion rate is going going to be. The conversion rate directly impacts how much time and money it will cost you to get a sale. If your conversion rate is 1% for the number of messages you send to get a sale, you would need to send 100 messages to get one sale, right? So let's say that takes 100 hours for sake of simplicity, but if you had a 100% conversion rate, then you would get one sale every 1 hour, right? Now, obviously these numbers are completely ridiculous, but they illustrate the point that conversion rate directly impacts your time and money costs, which is one reason why it's so crucial to test offers consistently. So I recommend writing at least one new offer per week. Okay, so now you're consistently testing offers and you're getting decent responses, maybe even leads and calls, right? But you want to take it to the next level. So the third part of the equation to your business success is increasing the volume of offers. By keeping your offers high quality and then scaling them up, you're going to directly get more results, even if you have a lower overall conversion rate. But of course, you're only human, right? Same here. So we're bound by how much time, energy, and money that we have. So the first stage of increasing how many offers you're putting out there is simply spending more time doing it yourself each day, right? And that will get you to that $10,000 per month, working a few hours per week. That's how I got my first $10,000 per month. I was just sitting there sending out offers for a few hours per day, and then I got to that point pretty quickly. But if you're manually sending out offers yourself, then eventually you're going to run out of time to be able to scale things up, especially if you have school or work or both, right? Then also family time and taking care of health and all of that. The list goes on. So at a certain point, you need to automate your offers that you've got going out there. When it comes to things like Facebook page outreach, you can only really automate by hiring another person to do it for you. So first you need to master the whole process yourself. Then once you're getting good results, making offers every day, testing different offers, and have scaled up how many you can possibly send each day within the constraints of how much time and energy and all of that you have, then you can begin to focus on automating with people and software. So to automate with people, you simply need to document the process in as much step-by-step detail as possible, and then hire someone to do it for you using something like Upwork. So for things like software such as cold email, you can use something like Woodpecker to send hundreds of emails each day, even or each week, if you wanted to. So that would mean that less work would come from you. So with those methods, you can consistently get to $10,000 per month. But of course, it's not just about making more offers, right? Because you need to respond to the replies that you're getting to those offers and be able to turn them into clients. To do this, you need to first of all make sure you understand your service and why their particular business needs it. Study copywriting and marketing and build your skill in this area, because it's rather crucial if you want to become a business owner in any business model. You'll need to make sure that you're not just replying to a prospect, meaning someone interested in your offer that has responded. You want to make sure you follow up with them at least 7 times. It may sound like a lot, but it's really crucial. I have a student, Pauline, who's a really lovely lady. She was getting a ton of leads, had a few sales here and there, but once she started focusing on my advice of following up with her leads, she really saw a massive leap in the results she was getting. This is really one of the pillars of having a successful business in the sales side of things. So when should you automate your business systems? From there, you're going to need to complete the sales calls with these prospects or hire someone to do the calls for you. You can even find commission-only salespeople for you if you want, from things like Facebook groups, Upwork, for example. But I always recommend doing as much of your business systems as possible in the beginning before you automate things. Ensure that you keep the quality system in place. So that's what I did in the beginning, and that's why I've seen most successful drop services do over the years. You can think about it like this. The typical drop servicing business has lead generation tasks, which could be the person running the cold email campaign or the Facebook page outreach, whatever it may be, the ads. You then have the salesperson, who of course makes the sales calls and closes the deal. Then you have the project manager, who manages the delivery of the service to the client, controlling cost, quality, and timeline. And finally, you have the delivery team itself. Now, when starting drop servicing business, you should really do as much of the process yourself as possible. I mean, to get the system working, right, and have complete control over it, meaning you should be the one at least doing the lead generation, sales calls, and project management, even the delivery activities in some cases. Now, as with drop services, most of the time, we start with the delivery team activities already automated, but we'll still handle the project management, salesperson, and lead generation activities ourselves. Then as your business makes enough enough money over time. It will be up to you to determine when it's the right time to automate certain aspects based on whether you've got enough money to put into it to do so, right? Meaning, even if you automated the project management, salesperson, and lead generation tasks, you should still be left with enough profit in your business to be exceeding your target income number so that you can both take money out of the business for personal use, plus putting some away in savings hopefully, and investing or whatever, and then the rest you should be putting back into the business to effectively scale up beyond that level. So let's say, for example, your business was doing $10,000 per month, $3,000 of which went into production costs, $2,000 to marketing software, for example, and you're left with $5,000. So it would make sense to take out how much you need to save money, invest, and live, maybe $4,000, then reinvest the final $1,000 into scaling up the main business activities versus hiring people to automate different aspects, because you would be left with no profit for yourself or your business. So those are the types of numbers and calculations you should be thinking about, because in the end, automation should only come after marketing. If you want to build your business bigger over time, reinvesting as much money, time, and energy into your business as possible is what will take you from $10,000 per month to $100,000 per month to that $1 million mark over time. So in the end, it comes down to your ability to make more targeted offers to the market over time, managing time, energy, and money. So all of this is well and good and a pretty basic process when you boil it down to making offers, but you also need to consider your own goals with your business. What do you really want out of it? Is it just a side business or a freedom lifestyle business, or do you want to grow something huge? Then you need to consider how much time, energy, and money you have to invest in your business on a daily basis, and make sure you diligently follow your own advice when it comes to implementing the plan, because in the end it all comes down to effectively managing your time, energy, and money to make high quality offers to the market on a daily basis and build upon that initial success so you snowball over time. So hopefully today you learned something you'll actually implement in your online business. If you have any questions, comment below and I'll answer them in an upcoming Q&A video. Don't forget to like the video because it's super good for you on so many levels. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're serious about building a real online business. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon.